Hey guys, this is Matty, and it's about time I put out another one of these progress vlogs. So yeah, here we are, a bit late of course, but I've just hit stop loss for the first time in a good while today, so I thought it was a good idea to make one of these right now. I had a really disgusting day today. People hitting their 2 hours on me left and right. It was stupid. Set over set, kings versus aces. Well, you guys all know the drill. Um, yeah, it was pretty unfortunate because I was doing really well until today. But yeah, that usually happens, I guess. Like I can never run like good for 3 days or something. It's one day I've run good, and then all of a sudden I get crushed the next day. It's a bit annoying, but yeah, it's poker, I guess. Right, let's go into the graph. Right, so as you guys can see, this is all from these last 2 weeks, I think. Um, yeah, this is um, this is on NL10 Zoom tables. I've played a bit on regular tables as well, but I stopped that since that wasn't going too well. I was getting destroyed there pretty much. So, well, as you can see, it went pretty well until like this last little stretch today. Yeah, I think I started like somewhere over here. That was quite annoying. Anyway, overall, I think I've played pretty well, better than before I took that break. Like you're making less mistakes, still making mistakes though, of course, but less and less, so that's good. And I'm really enjoying it too. So, alright. Anything else to say? Yeah, about the graph, I was running like slightly above EV. I think I was running like, when I was over here, I think I was running like 20 bucks over EV. But yeah, today that kind of got destroyed by those people hitting their 2 hours. Like, I think it was like I had jacks on a queen jack deuce board, and he had queen deuce. Of course, he hits his queen. Yeah, other stuff like that today. It was disgusting. Right, I've got like 5 hands prepared, I think, or 6. So let's get right to them. Right, first hand, we got 9s in the small blind. Under the gun raises, call in the small blind. Flop comes jack jack 4. It's a pretty safe flop. I dunk out for some reason. I think that was pretty dumb here. Yeah, I think I was busy doing something else. That's why this is like definitely a mistake. It's just like an easy check call here. But it turned out pretty well, like leading out on this flop. So let's see. Villain calls. 5 is a safe card as well. I'm pretty sure I still have the best hand here. So I bet again, and he calls again. Right now when the jack comes, like he has a jack or nothing here well, no, not yet. So I check with the intention of check folding to a normal bet. Because he raised under the gun, could have big pairs as well. But then when he put out slightly less than pot bet, this looks like a check or nothing to me. And given the fact he never raised either, I decided to go for the like, if I was betting twice and then checking the last check, would you ever just mashing pot bet with aces or something? Now, I think he has like a total bluff or a jack here most of the time. So I decided to call. Since there's not that many jacks left, and He turns up with 6-6, so he turned his sixes into a bluff. I totally misplayed this hand. I should have never led this flop. Even though it worked out, it was nice. But put me in kind of an iffy spot on the river. Yeah, usually if you bet like 250 or something, I would have just check folded probably. But his near pot size bet made it so polarized that it had to be check or nothing, and I decided to look him up there. Yeah, so it worked out, I guess. It was nice. Right, next hand. We have queens in the big blind. Got a razor in the MP. I call in the big blind. I would like to 3-bet these hands, like out of position, but especially against a shorter stack. But we are not supposed to 3-bet queens against MP, so this is how it plays out, I guess. Goes check check. The 10 completes some draws, which I think he might have bet, so I think it's pretty safe as well, so we're just gonna put a value bet out there, and he calls. And then this is a spot where I used to check, because we're not supposed to bet anything less than top pair on the river, but I think it's a mistake. Like, this king, what's he gonna call me with on this turn that hits his king? Like, pretty much nothing. If he has like jack 10 or ace 10 or whatever, like the only hand that it could hit is that he wouldn't bet on the flop is like king 10. So I decided to make a value bet here. I'm not gonna put in 3/4, but like 2/3 pot, which I think is correct because you will get calls by a lot of 10x here as well. So yeah, and he calls and he shows up with king jack, which is unfortunate and we lose. But I still think in these spots that it's a correct play to value bet second pair if the overcard is a blank on the river. Pretty sure you still get a lot of calls from jack, from 10x here. Yeah, I don't know what this villain was doing with king jack on the river here, but yeah. Guess he won the hand. I have anything else to say about this hand? Not really. Alright, let's go to the next one. We have ace queen in the cutoff. We have an opener in the middle position, so we call. Flop top pair top kicker, which is pretty nice. Villain continues, so we're just calling here. Right, so here when we hit top trips, and he bets again half pot, I was thinking about raising here, because let's face it, what has us beat here? 9-9, queen 9, 4-4, and queen 4 has us beat. So that's not that many combos, and we can still get value from king queen, queen jack, queen 10, if he opens that from this position. But so far he's been opening pretty loose, so maybe. But I decided to keep his like, if we raise, we get it in against those hands that I just said: 9-9, 4-4, queen 9, queen 4, king queen, queen jack, queen 10. And there's no more bluffs that he can have. I decided to just call here, to keep his bluffs in. And the board hits a 4, so we have a full house. And he bets again, and there's like no reason to raise here anymore because we'll probably be up against a queen. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's no reason to raise on this board. Only gonna get called by better, I think. Because if he has 9s, he's never gonna call a queen 4-4 board. And I was happy I didn't raise because he shows up with queen 9, which was one of the combos that beat me. But I'm still unsure. I'm going to put that in the equity calculator later, like against the range that I gave here. That would call the raise or jam or whatever, to see how much equity we have there. Pretty interesting spot, because I've been in that spot quite a few times over the course of this week, and like villain, when this was like jack and I had ace jack, villain showed up with like ace 7 here, when I was just called him down 3 streets. So I think that influenced the way I played this hand as well. Might need to look into raising here on this turn. Yeah, something I need to look into. Right, let's see. Ace king in middle position. Of course, raise it up. Got 3 callers. Big family pot. We flopped top pair, top kicker again. There are some 2 pairs out there, king queens, and flush draws. So we have top pair, top kicker. Definitely need to value bet here. Get value from their flush draws and their king jack type hands. We get the 57-0 guy. Station probably calling us, and then villain on the button overcalls us, which is quite unfortunate. The 10 is not a good card here. Opens up a whole lot of different 2 pairs, king 10, queen 10, and completes the ace jack as a straight as well, if people call this multi-way on this flop. But I decided to put in another value bet. There's still flush draws I need to give value from, and like I don't know if this bet is correct here. I'm not sure, because we do still have only a 1 pair hand where a lot of 2 pairs and straights are possible. Even though we blocked the top 2 pairs, but there are still 2 other kings out there. So station calls. Not really afraid of that, and that guy folds. So pretty sure against this guy is really, like, it's, I don't want to say really likely, but it's still likely that we have the best hand. And we hit, yeah, our 2 pair. Very nice. That's like the one card I didn't want to see. Force completes the 4 straight, completes the flush. Yeah, easy check fold here. 8 jams, I just have to muck my hand here, which is really annoying. Anyway, so I think he has a flush here like 99% of the time. There's no way in hell I'm value betting this river. Any jack X beats us, any 2 hearts beats us. I think this is just an easy check fold and an unfortunate river card. Now if the ace of hearts didn't come, if it was like if it was a non-hard blank, I'm pretty sure I would have jammed myself against these type of people. I think they, like, especially 57-0, they have king 5 here as well, and they just happily call you if this is like a 7 of diamonds or something. So that's just an unfortunate run out. Well, it was obvious that he didn't have king 5 this move, but yeah, don't think I could have. Maybe I should have checked the turn as well. That might be a smart play, but like I said, I still want to get value from the flush draws. I don't know if this is correct. I might have to put that in EquiLab as well. Alright. Next hand we have queen 9 in the cutoff. Open 25 cents. We have 1 caller in the small blind. We flop 3rd pair in a flush draw, which is pretty good. So I'll make a continuation bet here. We get raised. So I don't think villain has. I don't think he has aces, kings, or queens, unless he slow played those pre-flop. I'm not sure, but we do. His range is like we don't have to be scared of flush draws anyway, or he has like Jack 10 of unless he has like Jack 10 of hearts. Then our flush draw is still better, but he has a straight here, so we have to be pretty careful. I think his range is like some 2 pairs and Jack 10 here, maybe of hearts. But given that range, we hit 2 pair, and this is where my mind started blanking out, I think. Because honestly, he raises on the flop here, so even if we hit our 2 pair here, we're still playing our flush draw, most likely, because his entire range that he raises his flop with pretty much has his beat here, still has his beat on the turn when we hit 2 pair. He bets big. I call thinking I can get his entire stack when we bing the river. We don't. And now is where I blank out. He has 470 left into a pot of 1050. I should always fold here. Like his entire, the way he played his hand, I'm never ahead here. But yeah, I call like an idiot. When I was looking through this hand, I was like, "What the hell are you doing, dude?" Like these are spots I really need to work on as well. Like being the 2 pair, and I think I can't fold anymore because I have 2 pair, but it's stupid because my 2 pair is still beat by his flop raising range on this on that flop. So yeah, and he has ace king. Yep, that was this was just badly played by me. That was terrible. Right, on to the next one. Let's see. Alright, this is the last hand for this video. Let's see. We have an open in the cutoff. I have Queen Jack suited in the small blind, so I'm going to defend here. Flop comes deuce deuce 6. It's pretty bad. I check. Villain folds. Yeah, just put this one in to end the video on a funny note, because yeah, like when I passed in L2, I was like, okay, there's a lot of dumb people here in L2. Like in L5, there were still like a lot of people that did stuff like this, and I was like, alright, so now I'm going to an L10. Too bad, we're gonna see less of that. Well, no. We still see a lot of well, good moves like this guy. Villain 30 was like, you check, screw it, muck my hand, GG, your money. Thank you very much, dude. Alright, so that was the end of this video. Hopefully the grind will continue on a better note tomorrow than today, because today, as I said, was disgusting. Like even more disgusting than one of the hands I posted on the blog. I just didn't stop, unfortunately. So, alright guys, if, as always, if you have anything to say about the hands or anything at all, please do say it on the blog. I will happily respond and look forward to your advice slash hand discussions. Right, so that's it for me. Thank you all for watching, and see you guys next week probably. Peace.